are places on Earth so mysterious, so dangerous, and so unsettling that most people will never dare to visit them. Today, we're counting down the 5 scariest places on Earth. And trust me, number 1 might completely change the way you see our planet. Number 5. Aokigahara Forest, Japan. Imagine walking into a forest where the trees grow so densely that sunlight barely reaches the ground. The air is still, birds are strangely quiet. Even your footsteps seem to disappear into the silence. Welcome to Aokigahara Forest, one of the most mysterious forests on Earth. Located at the base of Mount Fuji in Japan, Aokigahara stretches across more than 30 square kilometers. It was formed centuries ago after volcanic lava hardened into the landscape, creating unusual caves, twisted tree roots, and rocky ground hidden beneath thick vegetation. Many visitors describe the forest as unnaturally quiet. The dense trees block much of the wind, making the silence feel almost overwhelming. Because GPS signals and compasses can sometimes become unreliable in parts of the forest, experienced hikers often stay on marked trails. Over the years, Aokigahara became surrounded by myths, legends, and ghost stories in Japanese folklore. Books, movies, and the internet have added to its mysterious reputation, attracting curious visitors from around the world. Aokigahara Forest, known as the Sea of Trees. Aokigahara was once a site of spiritual significance, including as a home to restless spirits in Japanese folklore known as Irei. Aokigahara has become known as the forest in English due to its sad history. Number 4. Snake Island, Brazil. Just off the coast of Brazil lies an island so dangerous that the public is not allowed to visit. This is Snake Island, officially known as Ilha da Queimada Grande. From a distance, it looks like a peaceful tropical paradise covered with green forests and surrounded by blue ocean. But hidden among the rocks and trees are thousands of venomous snakes. The island is home to the golden lancet, a species found nowhere else on Earth, because the island became isolated thousands of years ago. These snakes evolved separately from mainland populations. Scientists believe the island has one of the highest snake densities in the world. The venom of the golden lancehead is extremely potent, and researchers study it because it may help develop future medicines. Today, access to Snake Island is heavily restricted. Only authorized scientists and the Brazilian Navy are allowed to visit under controlled conditions. The rules protect both people and the island's unique ecosystem. Snake Island reminds us that some of the world's most beautiful places can also be among the most dangerous, and that nature deserves both respect and protection. Number 3. The ghost city of Pripyat, a place frozen in time. Imagine waking up one morning, hearing strange alarms, and being told you have only a few hours to leave your home. Forever. No time to pack your memories. No chance to say goodbye. That nightmare became reality for nearly 50,000 people living in the city of Pripyat, located in northern Ukraine. Pripyat was built in 1970 as a modern city for workers at the nearby Chernobyl nuclear power plant. It had schools, hospitals, parks, apartment buildings, and even a brand new amusement park that was supposed to open in just a few days. Life was normal until the early hours of April 26, 1986. That night, reactor number 4 at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant exploded during a safety test. The explosion released massive amounts of radioactive material into the atmosphere, creating one of the worst nuclear disasters in human history. At first, Many residents had no idea how dangerous the invisible radiation was. The next day, buses arrived, and families were ordered to evacuate. Officials told them they would return in 3 days, but those 3 days turned into decades. They never came back. Today, Pripyat is a ghost city. Empty apartment buildings stand in silence. Classrooms are still filled with dusty books and abandoned desks. Children's toys remain scattered across the floors, as if time suddenly stopped. The famous Ferris wheel, which never officially welcomed its first visitors, has become a haunting symbol of the disaster. Number 2. The Danakil Depression, Ethiopia. A real-life hell on earth. Imagine standing in a place where the air itself feels like it's burning your lungs, where the ground bubbles beneath your feet, and every breath reminds you that nature is far more powerful than you are. Welcome to the Danakil Depression in northeastern Ethiopia, one of the most extreme and unforgiving places on Earth. At first glance, it almost looks beautiful. Bright yellow sulfur fields, glowing green pools, and orange mineral formations create a landscape so strange that many scientists compare it to another planet. But don't let the colors fool you. Many of those vibrant pools are highly acidic. Toxic volcanic gases rise from cracks in the ground, and the heat can become overwhelming. On many days, temperatures climb above 45 degrees Celsius, making it one of the hottest inhabited regions on Earth. Beneath the surface, the Earth is constantly changing. Volcanoes, geothermal activity, and shifting tectonic plates shape the landscape, creating steam vents and hot springs that can be dangerous if approached carelessly. Even experienced travelers rarely enter this region alone. Guided expeditions carry extra water, supplies, and experienced local guides, because the environment leaves very little room for mistakes. Yet despite these brutal conditions, the Afar people have lived here for generations. They cross the blazing salt flats with camel caravans, harvesting salt under the relentless Suna. Remarkable example of human resilience. The Danakil Depression doesn't need ghost stories to be terrifying. Its danger is real. Its beauty is deceptive. And its unforgiving landscape reminds us that some of the scariest places on Earth are created not by myths, but by nature itself. Number 1. North Sentinel Island. The island the world leaves alone. Imagine looking across a beautiful island, surrounded by crystal clear blue water and untouched tropical forests. It seems like paradise, but there's one reason almost nobody is allowed to go there. Welcome to North Sentinel Island, one of the most isolated and mysterious places on Earth. Hidden deep in the Indian Ocean, this small island has remained almost completely cut off from the modern world for thousands of years. It is home to the Sentinelese, an indigenous community that has chosen to live without sustained contact with the outside world. For centuries, ships have passed nearby, but almost no one has been able to explore the island. Today, the Indian government has made it strictly illegal to approach. This law exists to protect the Sentinelese from diseases they have little immunity against, and to respect their way of life. From the sky, the island looks peaceful, but beneath the thick jungle canopy, almost everything remains unknown. There are no roads, no cities, no internet, no electricity, just dense forest and a community that continues to live much as it has for generations. Because access is prohibited, the island has become one of the greatest modern mysteries. Scientists know very little about daily life there, and much of the island has never been documented by outsiders. In a world where satellites can photograph almost every corner of the planet, North Sentinel Island remains one of the few places that still guards its secrets. Its mystery isn't created by ghosts or monsters. It's created by the unknown. A place untouched by modern civilization. A place protected by law. And a place that reminds us that even today, there are still corners of Earth that remain beyond our reach. Perhaps the scariest thing about North Sentinel Island is not what we know, it's what we don't. Thank you for watching our videos, and don't forget subscribe the channel and like the video. And let me know your scariest places on comment below.